I decided I was gonna stream like some Shin Megami Tensei 1 at least before Atlas drops. Atlas Japan's YouTube drops the third trailer. It's called PV03 for Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. So I will be showing that later. I think that'll be at like 5:30 my time. So I have like an hour? An hour and like 30 minutes before that drops to do some SMT1 and just chat and chill and everything like that. By the way, so Atlas was teasing the plush before, and they actually revealed what it looks like. This one here. And so this is for the new Nahobino form, and unfortunately, just like the other plush, they're making it kind of rare because they're doing like a giveaway only to like 10 people, and you had to submit a bunch of entries. Let me pull this down a little bit more because it's loud. They're only giving away to 10 people, and you had to submit entries to even like get a chance to try and win it. I submitted like the max amount of entries, which is like 13. You have to do a bunch of different stuff to submit the entries. So I have mine in, and like a bunch of other people put theirs in, and I have like some friends are really generous, and they say, hey, if I win the plushie, like they're gonna send it to me, and that's like really awesome. There's over 206k entries. Holy shit. Yeah. Speaking of which, though, like I said, even if, you know, I don't end up with one, I don't expect to. I am like modeling. Actually, okay, I will say like, and I've done this stuff before. I still need to do a proper model of the regular Nahobino plush, not the Stubbins one, but I do have the other one, thanks to Medj. I need to do a proper model of that one, but there is enough here on this image for me to go on to actually start modeling just a 3D model of this. So I'll have like a digital version for using like VR chat or whatever, and I can rig it, maybe make a little avatar of it like I did with the Stubbins Nahobino plush. But I mean, at least I'm making a 3D model of it. If I don't get the plush, I'll just have a 3D model, so that will be a thing, at least. And that's, you know, working on that on top of like a million other things. So it will be done when it gets done. Whenever that happens. Yakumo fucking dies again. You know what's funny about this? So obviously, let me fuck with this here. Obviously, it looks like Yakumo is getting Thanos snapped. I don't know why anyone, I mean, this was shown, and like, I don't know why anyone's acting like, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be spoilery, so just a warning. But like, if you played the previous game, it's not like he doesn't die. Like, it happens. Like, in fact, a lot of characters die. It's not really a spoiler. Oh, they're just going to die a different way this time. Don't get surprised if characters die in this game, because they died in the previous game too. In fact, most of the alignment reps die, and the only one that survives. This is a different one. Yeah, it's gonna be in a different way. But yeah, I you know, there will be death. It's just, people will, if there is death, it will be in a different way. Like, people will be dying in a different way. Perhaps, you know, in a more interesting way if it does happen. That makes things more interesting and better fits the story. I need to crop the bottom. Still fucking with this here. Okay, so any predictions, I guess? This is probably going to show more spoilers. So I need to lower that a bit. It's a little loud. Also gonna read the chat here since it's going a little bit. Let's see. Wonder who will kill him this time. No, don't do my man Yakumo dirty. Quick, Nuwa, use Recarm. That better not be Magatsui, that better be Lightning. No, that looks like, I mean, that looks like what the characters tend to turn into when they get pulped. Very much so. It's not going to be a surprise if he gets... Everyone else is getting killed in this game. So it's not really a surprise if that happens to him too. Wannabe Raido Kuzunoha, my beloved. You're excited to be able to play this on PC? Me too. I'm getting the PC port, so I want to play it in you know, in best graphics. Why would this imply... this just says, I think this implies Yakumo is not the neutral rep for Canada Vengeance. They could come back. I mean, they're two... It's two people here. Just because he dies doesn't mean he's not the neutral rep. If Nua's still around, she's still the neutral rep. Like, they come in two. The Nahobino come in two here. Let's see, prediction. My father comes back with a carton of milk. Is it 1%? Let's see, this looks like a temple area in Tokyo. Oh yeah, this does look like Jozoji Temple. Maybe there won't be the typical law, neutral chaos routes and vengeance route with Yakumo. I don't know, people are gonna end up... This is one screen, and it is funny when they you know, tease the PV like they did before. The previous one was the Nahobino getting like his armor cracked, and so a lot of people were jumping to a lot of conclusions because of that. Which I didn't even... I don't know. I think it's funny because I think when I saw the previous PV, like the thumbnail for the previous one where I saw him getting cracked, I was like, oh, is he like gonna change? I don't know why I don't know why I came to that, like why I was assuming that. Maybe just in my mind I was like, oh, because I didn't think he was getting that he got attacked. When I saw that thumbnail, I thought maybe his like armor was cracking and that he was becoming a demon or something, and I guess like it's somewhat right because he has a new form. I mean, he has to get a new form because the Algami part of him gets pulped, so... let's see what else people are saying here. Maybe my guess is right after all. I assumed all previous alignment reps die based on the trailers so far. And this seems to follow that trend. I think they'll be replaced by the female characters. What are we forgetting about Koshimizu? Koshimizu's still around. Unless he, you know, fuses with the main character. We still don't quite know if that's the case. Although I keep saying it, but everything points to that happening, but we don't quite know. Because there was a trailer, there was a gameplay thing that showed you as the different Nahobino form running in the new dungeon. And like Koshimizu's talking to you like Algami would. But someone had mentioned that there's such a thing as like Magatsui, like telepathic communication. So there's always a chance that like he's just communicating you remotely, like with you remotely, and not actually fused to you. I don't know though, like everyone's kind of dodging around every possible thing pointing to you fusing with Koshimizu, which I find is funny. I mean, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he dips you in the vat in the lab and you get pumped full of demon juice and you become like your own demon that you can become like both Nahobino forms after a while, instead of actually fusing with anyone to do so. But it'll be interesting to see what they do with that, though. They copy-pasted the Bino. Yeah. Let's see. This confirms nothing. Previous trailer said Yakumo in that same area, and he was fine. It's just lighting. No, he's literally getting... I don't think it's just lighting. A part of his arm. Okay, Nua is, like, holding onto his arm, and the arm is like, there's damage that has occurred there. Now, it doesn't mean he dies. He has sustained some considerable damage, though. Like, he probably gets attacked, too, by the Kaditsu. I don't know. The copium is real. Let's see. Coming in the Nahobino full of demon juice? No, that's not what I did not say that. Did I say injecting him with juice? Yeah, I did. I said injecting him with demon juice. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that. No. That, that doesn't make it any better. I don't know. If anyone's acting surprised if Yakima dies, it's not... I'm not... If it happens, it happens. I'm like, okay, yeah. This game has a lot of death in it. They better kill off characters. They're cowards. If they do not kill off characters, they are cowards. We can't have the DBC Fantasyland kind of thing where everyone gets revived with the Dragon Balls. That's not how this works. Although they could technically very easily revive. I think that is going to happen, though. I think that is going to be the intention why you go to the new dungeon. And go seek out the Shekinah glory, like the power source of it, because the intention is probably to try and revive everyone. They probably gonna pull a Dragon Ball with that, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe you'll have to choose who you get to revive, though, because it's like if you're aligned in a certain way, it's like say you're more aligned KS or whatever, or if you're fused with Koshimizu or whatever's happening. Especially if you're fused with Koshimizu, do you think Koshimizu's gonna wanna revive? Because it's obvious that Dazai gets turned into salt. I don't know what happens to Yuzuru, but he probably gets attacked too. You think Koshimizu's gonna want to revive? Like, help Abdiel out and revive her partner? I don't know about that. Thought the glory was to give you power to kill the bad guys? Probably. I might have to be... I mean, it's been used to rebuild Tokyo, too. Like, to create the false version of it. The Shekinah glory was used for that, too. So, I imagine that it has... Uh-oh. It is time. I hate the YouTube countdown music. It's so loud. Jump scare. YouTube countdown jump scare. Here, I can actually... The YouTube countdown music is very loud, too. It's extremely loud compared to the videos. I will pull up the volume. I'll pull up the volume as soon as the video starts showing up, because they make it extremely loud. Let's see, if I obtain glory, I would simply ask for a bag of potato chips that never runs out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Shekinah glory is multi-purpose. It might be used for... have the ability to do many, many things. There we go. Hey guys, it's Team Rocket. My favorite team! The neutral Team Rocket. Koshimizu's not looking too good there. He's usually like a really... I'll get to it. There he is! Oh, you get to use him? You get to use him? Well, I think he probably would. I'll get to that in a minute. Oh, of course. Oh, there's our other boy, too. You can recruit him, too. But you have to beat him first. So you get, like, more of a reward for beating him now. Which I didn't in the previous game, but... Yep, see? No! Well, you know what? I think I know why he's doing this, but... Oh...
これ以上好き勝手はさせない。行こう、少年。これでケリをつけるぞ。
Okay, interesting. Well, we know... yeah, this is pretty spoily. I'm gonna have to go through it once. I don't know. You think they're gonna partner swap because of this? Interesting. Okay. Well, it is... let me go over this because... Hold on. I'm gonna turn the volume down too. It's pretty high. Okay. So she's doing the sacrifice on the Nahobino. By the way, I had to shut up while I was watching this, but his face, I was going to fucking laugh. I'm sorry. This is like a very serious moment. He's getting pulped, but I can't help. He looks... I think the reason it's funny because normally you don't see a lot of emotion from him, and we are going to get a little bit more in this from what I've seen, but it's just like... Has Ganondorf, Tears of the Kingdom laugh energy? He's getting the best at God, look at him! He is, though. Lilith is giving him the best. Damn, he's like getting fucking pulped there. Ah, god damn it. Let's see, you think Yuzuru will get a new guy to represent his Chaos Demon, and that's why Tsukiyomi starts teaming up with Beto. Yeah, also they were showing Mastama. People were talking about it already. I think Mastama is working with the Kudetsu. And then it looked like he was, you know, appealing to Dazai. I guess maybe he teams up with Dazai. Let's see, maybe Koshimizu was the real cuck all along. Obviously, I'm pretty sure these two are teaming up. Tao and Yoko. Everyone thought they would, so I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen the embarrassing scene that happens when he encounters before this fight. They showed it on the 6-hour stream. I unfortunately don't have a video handy. It's a pretty funny moment when he tries to confront one of the Kadetsu without Agami being there. And he doesn't, for some reason, he doesn't realize that he can't turn into the Nahobino without Agami. And he pulls a cringe moment. Let's see, Yakumo stabbing Nua was very, very unexpected. I kind of have a feeling why, though. If you think about it, if they're both partners and he's dying, maybe he did it as like a mercy thing or something. I don't know. Maybe she would understand? I'm sure he has his reasons. Or maybe he didn't want anyone pairing up with her. Maybe he was like, no, I mean, even if he's not, he's someone who's like, you know, fighting against demons and stuff. She's his partner still. Maybe he just didn't want anything to happen to her or her to get, partnered up with anyone else. I don't know. Or getting used by the Kadetsu. I don't know. Still don't know. Let's see, maybe if he killed her, she won't be a part of the that ball? Yeah, it's possible. Maybe he didn't want her being absorbed or something. Yeah, there's a lot of... I mean, we're seeing a lot of stuff out of context, so it's going to be really hard, and people are going to have their theories. Also, Koshimizu does not look happy. This is the area... This is the Shinjuku area where everyone was turning into salt. So this moment here. I kind of really like that moment. I mean, who wouldn't like someone like her, you know, holding their chin up like that? But she's trying to, Nama is supposed to be really good at, charming and manipulating demons, humans, and angels. So, before they do their brutal tactics, they're going to try everything they can to try and manipulate everyone, too. Let's see, I'm shocked because they thought they were going to scrap Area 3. Yeah, it is interesting. What if he did it as a prank? Are you talking about Mastama? Oh, there he is, Masakato. So I wanted to mention his name was actually in the the files. Like it was something that was cut, and it is funny. But it's just weird that he wasn't present in the original SMT5 because there's been a tradition in the SMT games. I don't know if every single one has had him, but generally he tends to be in them as like the neutral rep, and he's usually, I don't know if he's always a boss that you fight, but usually there's something related to him that you have to do, and then you do fight other bosses in order to like get something from him or something related to him. Also, this model looks really cool. I do like this one. They do have a model that they made for DX Liberation, so I don't know if I can't remember what that one looked like. If this one is like also based off of that one, but it's like the general look that they've stuck with for a while for him. He also has like another variation of him where he's like bald and like kind of like a darker form of him. But this is it's so fucking cool. But yeah, he was cut content, so. There's 4 blue hair, yellow eye gods, yeah. Agami, you become Agami now. Like Agami with Masakado. Man, all of this being overlaid so much. So he does whatever if someone knows, I don't know what Yoko told him there. So whatever it is that Yoko told him, based on that, maybe he was like, yeah, maybe I don't want to. Pretty sure he has his reasons for doing this. Actually, hold on. There was something there that I kind of missed. Is that like a new form? I know we kind of. Let me see. Is it? Okay, I need to see this real quick because I know there was a possibly new form for Yoko leaked in one of the Demon trailers, and I think I pointed out in a theory video that I did, but they accidentally leaked Atlas. Accidentally leaking things as usual, but it was in a Demon Daily video, but you could barely see it. But I'm pretty sure people knew that it was going to happen if she gets a new form. Actually, it's funny because this trailer is not as spoilery as I thought it was. So, it looks like someone embracing another character. Let me check here. It's probably Tao and Yoko embracing each other. So there's a theory that they're two halves of Amaterasu that may still hold up, and they may be fusing. We still don't quite know the complete background of Yoko yet. We do know that she's like got abilities like Tao, and she attends like another school and stuff like that. The thing is that this kind of if she's a human with abilities like Tao, it kind of weirdly goes against the usual Nahobino rules of it being like a demon fusing with a human, like their knowledge. So unless one of them is like, I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to find out because I want to know how this is gonna work. Maybe Tao isn't human or Yoko. There was actually a crackpot theory, and I wouldn't put it past I don't think it's unbelievable, but maybe Yoko. Someone was saying Yoko could be a proto-fiend because there are 3 vats in the laboratory, and there's 2 that have the. I would have to go in the whole thing about like the sacred treasure stuff, but there's one that has the emblem for like the Tsurugi or the Kusanagi sword that's usually associated with Susanoo. There's one that has the mirror, and there is another one, but the flag that is supposed to say like the Magatama, they don't have the symbol for the Magatama on there, but it's still possible. So, Tal and Yoko are both saints, and both can use magic without summoning demons. So maybe they could break the rules. I don't know. Maybe they could go against the rules because of that. You don't need to be a demon. Maybe they can. They're special like that. So yeah, given the way Mastema looks here, whatever's going on, it seems like he's a part of it. With I think people predicted that he was working with the Kadetsu. Like, at first he kind of puts out like, oh, we're protecting, like, he's in a specific area. He's in Shinjuku, and he's supposed to be like, I guess, guarding that area, or he's basically assigned to that area, whatever's in there. And maybe people are saying, oh, maybe he's acting like he's against the Kadetsu, but he's actually working with them. So yeah, he's loving it. Let's see. If anything that helps that point because of what happens to Tal in the original game, yeah. It's only a little over 2 weeks, thank God. Yeah, because it's going to be hard to wait any longer after seeing this. Both being saints makes me think they're connected. Yeah. So they could be two Hebs. It is not, given both Tsukiyomi and especially Susanoo's situation with Susanoo being essentially dead and like his essences being split apart into different protophene units, it's completely possible for a god, like if they're originally part of a god, Tal and Yoko, to be split apart into many different pieces and then, them coming back together as like one god. So it's not impossible. So there are a lot of things I could do here. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this thing here, we don't know when this happens because it's assumed that when the Nahobino gets sacrificed, the Algami gets pulped because it seems like his body gets removed and you're left on your own as a human, and then, Koshimizu beckons you to you basically have to go with him, and it seems to be implied that you go with him to the lab and the new form happens there. So I'm guessing he comes back. Thing is, though, is that here's the thing. People were saying that they would love for Algami, if Algami was going to come back again, they would have preferred him to come back as a different form, or maybe as a full demon or something, or as Susanoo. They said it might be a bit lame, though, if he just came back as just Algami. I don't know. Because it seems like it's possible he comes back. This might be him after the thing happened. But maybe he gets powered up. But they do show that you can become the Nahobino, the Susanoo Nahobino again. In different trailers, they show that it does seem to imply that you can he does come back, and that you can become your other Nahobino form again, so you can be both the new Nahobino form and the other Nahobino form. So, he does come back, and then you can get the new form again. But, let's see. Actually believing the two being a fusion, considering they both follow you as guest characters. Yeah. So yeah, they're going to be fusing again, but I wonder if this is going to be a different form that they take, too. Because if he comes back, does he come back, super powered compared to his previous form? I wonder. And they're not going to show that. So I gotta wonder if you're gonna become a powered up Bino after this. And they just cut it right there. They're not actually showing you what, the Nahobino form is that you become, so who knows? Alright. I think that's enough. Yeah, they don't show it. There's definitely a third form. I am guessing that there will be. A lot of people would love to see him, maybe at a flashback or, in the time that you're in, as actual Susanoo. People really want to see, a newly designed Susanoo, but I don't know if we're going to get it. Because it would be kind of disappointing if we don't, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's see. He'll go Super Bino and get blonde hair and great eyes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's looking good so far. Things, like I've said before, things could be shown out of order, so we don't know based on what we're shown here, we don't really know the exact sequence of events. So we could be shown things out of order and trying to make assumptions up based on that and be completely wrong. So, I'm good for now. I've seen enough. I am excited for the game, and I'll be waiting for it to come out. Susano will become an Amogus. What? And become Susano? No. Let's see, you're 80% sure there's a third Nahobino form. That's the thing. I wonder, because you have the Susano Nahobino, and you have which I'm pretty sure the Tsukiyomi Nahobino. Some people, I think, were maybe predicting, I don't think this is going to happen, but, in a Amaterasu one, if you're basing it off of, like, the three treasures where you have, like, the mirror, and the sword, and the Magatama, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see. Don't think there's going to be a third form because of the bull and snake god references. Yeah, I think people would prefer... The thing is like, the big thing that I've seen that people want so badly is just to have, like, the full powered-up version of Susano being against... If you're going to have a big, giant snake, multi-headed snake, that is being summoned by the Kadetsu, and it's going to be something you encountered in the end, people want, the legend. They want fucking Susano. You as Susano, I guess. Or maybe even, like, the original form of him fighting against that snake. And even with the bench stuff, I didn't bring this up before, but when I watched a 6-hour stream that they did for this game, there's a few of the bench conversations that they did with Aogami, and he mentions a lot more stuff related to Susano. He doesn't actually know that he's Susano, but he keeps questioning stuff about him, like, based on events in the games. Like, earlier on, he's like, oh, well... for some reason I get really powered up. I feel like I'm being awakened when I fight, like, multi-headed snakes, and, when I do this and that, and I'm wondering if I have some association with them, and, he really likes it, and he feels like he's being awakened doing such certain things that are associated with Susano. So that's why a lot of people are like, oh, well, are they hinting at, like, an awakening or a new, Susano, us being able to see, like, his original form or a new form or something. I don't know if that's going to happen. It would be a shame if they didn't take the opportunity, but like I said, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what happens in the game. Okay, I think that'll be it. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is always fun to do this, and I like streaming and sharing watching these with people and discussing it. Usually opens up a lot of things for me to think about. But I'm going to head off. I only wanted to do a tiny stream and do a watch thing for this, so I'm probably going to be heading off. So you guys have a good one. And we will see what happens when the game comes out. Only be, 2 more weeks now. You'll play it 20 times? Yeah, I'm going to have to... I will be playing the game, and it's possible I will play through creation route again, but since they actually added the gameplay enhancements, but on a higher difficulty, and just like after I get through as much as I want of the game, I probably will end up going through the files and just seeing, if there's anything extra in there, if I really feel like I need to. But otherwise, I'm excited, and we'll see what happens. You guys have a good one, and good night.